Hi there, guys. It's Dominic here with Stare Down TV. I'm here with Tariq Khan. Tariq will be fighting on MKT MMA on April 13th at your call. Tariq, how's it going, my friend?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. How about yourself?
Really good, thank you, mate. Really good.
Good.
So, Tariq, 8 days away.
Yeah.
How you feeling? How's it looking? What's the horizon like for you now?
Yeah, and it's not long at all now. So yeah, like I said, we're 8 days away. Everything's pretty much the same. Just getting that last bit of cardio in. All the hard work's been done over the past few months. So there's not really much more you can learn in 8 days. So it's just making sure you're comfortable and ready and relax and really just start enjoying the process, I guess.
No, that's brilliant, mate. So you're 4-0 as an amateur. And this is going to be your 5th fight. The guy you're fighting 4-1, so it's going to be a 6th fight. Really, really close sort of records. What do you know about your opponent?
Well, so essentially what's happened is I was meant to be fighting a guy called Ruben Lindo. Now, unfortunately, he's been injured.
Oh, really?
So which means I've now got the opportunity to fight for the MCK Amateur RDX title. So now I'm fighting William Timmins for the title. This is all very recent over the past few days.
Right.
So it's kind of upped it a little bit for me now, a little bit more exciting. I think in the amateur leagues, this happens all the time. We get people dropping out, we get people injured. This is just kind of what happens. Usually it's quite annoying because you end up having an opponent that's kind of last minute, or you end up not having a fight at all. In this instance, I've kind of lucked out because it means I've jumped to fight in the order, and it means now I get to fight for the title. Regardless, I was going to win this fight against Ruben, then I would have been asking for the title shot anyway.
Yeah.
So it's all worked out quite perfectly for me, really.
Brilliant. So what happened to Kane Isaac? He pulled out.
Kane Isaac. I think he broke his foot in about 3 different places. So that's exactly the same thing. He got an injury, which meant Will Timmins was stuck for a fight. Will agreed to go up to featherweight, which is great news for me. It's quite funny because Will fought one of my team members probably a year and a half ago.
Oh, really?
So I've seen him fight already. And then he messaged me saying, "Hey, I haven't spoke to you in a while. I look forward to sharing the cage with you." And I thought to myself, "What are you on about? I haven't heard anything." I gave my coach a call. And he'd literally just got off the phone and broke the news to me, and I was excited. You don't really get much better news than that.
Nah, brilliant. So he was obviously. So I'm actually interviewing Will a little bit later on today.
Oh, really?
So I already knew that. But so obviously, like I said, him and Kane were going to fight for the bantamweight. He's happy to go up to featherweight. Exactly. So RDX, was there already an RDX featherweight title? Is it I think
it's vacant. It's vacant. Yeah. So I think it's the first time they put the title out, to my knowledge. So as soon as I heard about it, I thought, yeah, that's a bit of me, and just going to go for it, I guess.
Nah, mate, that's brilliant. Good to hear. So obviously, you said, how did your teammate do against Will when they fought?
Yeah, they went 3 rounds. It was a wicked fight. Was a good grappler. I know he's going to want to grapple with me a lot. It was a wicked fight, actually. It went, like I said, the full 3 rounds. It was really exciting to watch. Will won on with a decision. Naturally gutted for my teammate. But when you have a good fight like that, even if you lose, you have a good fight like that. There's nothing to be ashamed of. You hear it's a really, really good fight to watch.
You hear it so many times. There's some fighters where there just really are no losers. There are
exactly.
Just people that it's 2 fighters putting it on the line, and they may not get the decision, but it's not like they've not done anything. So fair play to that. Have you spoke to your teammate who fought Will? Does he know now?
Yeah, I train. Yeah, I train with him every day. So yeah.
What was he like?
We kind of just laughed because I don't think either of us saw it coming.
Yeah.
I've met Will before as well. He's a nice guy. I spoke to him before at LFC. So I think in this circuit, it's actually a very small circuit. You know everyone. This is the 2nd or 3rd time I've been lined up to fight someone that I've known. So it's not really a surprise. And regardless, I mean, if Will was to have fought Kane Isaac and won that title, regardless of whether you know him or not, that title's got my name on it, so I'm going to be coming for it.
Good, mate. That's good to hear. So obviously, should you come away with this victory with the title, would you be looking to defend it? Would you be looking to maybe look at pro? Like, what does the 2019 look for you right now?
Yeah, I mean, when I come away with the victory, I guess naturally you should go to defend your title. So I guess you're naturally at least defend it once. Then I imagine, yeah, for me, I think the path will be looking at turning pro. I'm 25 now, so I'm still young, but I'm not 21. You know what I mean? So time's against you a little bit. So naturally, that will be something I'll be looking at.
Yeah, you say time's against you, but like I said, you are still young. And what I've spoken to a few Cage Warriors, amateur champions. I've spoken to a few of them. The major difference now is there's a lot more exposure. There's a lot more high quality in amateur MMA, especially in Europe and the UK. Whereas before there was no amateur MMA, so it was either you go pro or you don't fight. So now that they're, it's a lot of exposure. They're getting put on big shows in York Hall. Cage Warriors have an event that day as well, Academy. So it really is going that way. But like you say, eventually you do want to go pro and sort of and change it up. So your last fight, with Tapology, it's never 100% certain. So it said your last fight was May of 2018 at MKT at the Indigo. So you're going from the O2 to York Hall, so two major venues there.
Exactly, yeah.
So what was the why was there sort of a gap? Was there injuries yourself?
So I was in line to fight Ruben Lindo again. So we were meant to fight twice now.
Right.
I had to pull out for an injury for the last time. So my knee wasn't in a great shape either. I had to take a fair amount of time off for that. I've only been back to training for about 4 or 5 months maybe. Since that injury. I'm completely fine now. I'm all healed up.
Good,
but
mate.
before I wasn't really able to dedicate all of my time to training. And you don't really want to be going for a fight unless you can dedicate 100% of your time. So for me and as well, I'm not fighting in a professional league at the moment. It's not paying my bills right now.
Yeah.
You got to have a job on top of that. When it's paying your bills, there's a little bit more pressure to be a bit more active. But if you've got an injury and it's not putting food on the table, then it's not necessarily the highest priority.
No, that's understandable, mate. What would you do for a living at the minute?
So I work in recruitment, work in medical recruitment. So yeah, I work for a good company. They're pretty flexible with my working hours, so that I'm able to train around it and things like that. I've been running off for an hour and whatnot lunches, so I can go jogging and things like that at lunch. They're absolutely fine with it. So yeah, it's a good company. It allows me to train, which is obviously the main focus.
That's brilliant, mate. It's good to hear that the company's there to support you. So whereabouts are you actually based, Tariq?
So I live in Bromley. In Croydon.
Yeah.
So I think the camera went for a second.
That's right, mate.
I train in Croydon, which is southeast London. So it's a little bit of a journey. But I've trained at this gym in Croydon, New Wave Academy, for about 2.5 years now. It's 3 years. So it's an amazing gym, amazing team, amazing family. Doesn't matter where I'll be living in London, it's certainly worth the commute.
Yeah. Does Will Curry fight out of there as well? Do you know?
Will Curry?
Yeah. Does he fight out of New Wave, or is he trains in Croydon as well? There must be another gym in Croydon.
Yeah, there's another one in Beckenham.
Right, that might be the one.
That's pound for pound, I think, in Beckenham.
Nice, mate. Nice. So, what was your first sort of insight into combat sports? Was it straight into MMA, or was it a different art first?
Yeah, so I first of all I went straight into MMA. To be honest, I did a little bit of Krav Maga before that. Just saw some online videos, thought it was interesting, thought I'd give it a go.
Yeah.
But I went straight into MMA. So I trained at a gym called Urban Kings in King's Cross before I moved to Thailand for a year or so, and I was just living out there, teaching English and training. So yeah, I went straight into MMA. I don't think I ever thought that I'd be competing when I first started training.
Yeah.
But it's just a hobby to see if it looked like fun. I've always loved adrenaline sports. From even when I was younger, I was always either skating or I love skydiving. So anything that gives you a bit of a kick.
Yeah.
I was always interested in. Then as I got a bit older, I kind of stopped skating. Found that I didn't have anything to give me that adrenaline rush anymore. So I think I kind of stumbled into MMA.
No, nice, man. So how long? Say you were in Thailand for a year?
Yeah, I lived there for a year and a half on and off. So I kept coming back here for a few months and going back again. But yeah, I lived in Bangkok for a while, Cambodia as well, and Phnom Penh, and a couple of different islands as well. I did a little bit of traveling.
Nice, man. Where did you train while you were out there?
I trained a lot in Bangkok. A few different gyms down there. I trained in Phuket at Tiger Muay Thai for a little while as well.
Yeah.
I kind of dotted around just because I wanted to kind of try out a few different gyms. I trained at Ban Chamek,
Nice.
Bukow's gym, for a little bit as well.
Quality, mate. And then from there, what? Sorry, it's freezing up here. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, no
Bear me 1 second. Perfect. So, training out of Bangkok, what's the atmosphere like there? You've seen a lot online. It looks pretty intense. Obviously, it's very humid out there. What's the atmosphere like when you're actually there?
Yeah, I think it's really nice. You get this kind of holiday vibe. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of people traveling from all across the world that are there to train, and so the culture's really great. You meet a lot of people, and you're also not rushing from work. You're not finishing work at 6, rushing down to the gym. You're in beautiful weather.
Yeah.
I mean, in Phuket, you got the Big Buddha run. There's a good 40 of you doing this run up this absolutely massive hill. Getting the cardio in. It's a completely different way of training, completely different life when you're out there.
Exactly. And I imagine, 5 a.m., I'm sure Bromley's a lovely area. Don't get me wrong, but I'm sure 5 a.m. wake up to Bromley, slightly different to going for a run in Bangkok.
Exactly. Completely different. I know which I'd pick every time.
Exactly. Would you ever look to go back out there? Like, as in?
Yeah, I'd quite like to go back out. Maybe I wouldn't go back to Thailand. Maybe I'd try another country. Maybe I'd go to South America. To a few gyms in Brazil or something. I mean, like I said, I've been out there a couple of times now, so it'd be a bit of a waste of money to keep going to Thailand when there's so many other countries to see.
Exactly, mate, that's fair enough.
I think Brazil might be my next stop.
Brilliant. How is your your love for jiu-jitsu? Is it one of the things you enjoy doing?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think I enjoy all of the aspects in MMA. But more recently, I've enjoyed kind of stand up a little bit more. It's been a complete mix. I mean, it completely depends what you're doing. But yeah, I enjoy all aspects.
Brilliant. I suppose starting in MMA, whereas some people may start in boxing or in jiu-jitsu and they sort of migrate. That's the beauty of you. You can sort of be a blank canvas when you first started and just take everything in at the same time. That's brilliant, mate. So for these next 8 days, obviously, what is the plan for you now? Like, when do you stop working? Do you take time off?
Yeah, I'll stop working on Wednesday next week. My work's not too strenuous anyway, so it's not so bad. I'll stop working on Wednesday. I'll just start relaxing.
Yeah.
My weight's fine, so the standard kind of weight cut will go ahead, and my weight's fine, so I'm not too worried at all. It's just about relaxing and enjoying it now. I think a lot of people kind of act like they're not nervous, or they act like it's not. At least have a bit of anticipation beforehand. I think when you first start, it's quite hard to enjoy those things. But after my last few fights, I've really just enjoyed it all. So I'm looking forward to kind of getting that adrenaline rush, just before the weigh-in and things like that, and it all starts moving.
Brilliant, mate. Obviously, I know what it's like to work in an office. How hard is it to avoid all the free food?
It's not the food; it's the booze. Everyone loves a good drink in this office. So
Thursday night drink, Thirsty Thursdays.
Yeah, exactly. I've got to leave 5 minutes before everyone else just to run down to the gym. But yeah, no, there's a lot of food going about. But right now I'm resisting it well. Good,
man. That's good to hear. So going on to sort of just quick chat about MTK itself. Last time you fought was on an MTK show. How was that experience? Things you enjoyed about working with MTK? Obviously, you're going back again. What was give me sort of an insight of what it is to fight on an MTK show.
MTK is great. I mean, a really professional show. All of the guys that kind of run it and organise it are really on top of it as well. They always give you lovely venues as well. Like I say York Hall this time. The time before was the O2 Indigo. I'd never fought in a venue before the size of the Indigo, so it's a great place to fight. Really professional. They're on top of everything with their fighters, and they try and give you the best experience you could possibly have, I guess.
No, brilliant, mate. And that's it. That is all these amateur shows, like I said, Cage Warriors, MTK, you've got Brad Pickett's ROC. These are the shows that are really sort of being the pioneer now for amateur game going into pros. So, yeah, it really does give you a good platform. So yeah, mate, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I know you've got sort of a limited amount of time. All I want to say, final question, your Instagram, I'll be sure to put it on here, the Khan of Khans. That is quality. What did you come up with? Did you come up with that?
I guess I got it from like Genghis Khan. You know, he talks to himself about the Khan of Khans, the King of Kings. Khan of Khans MMA.
Are you the Genghis Khan of the MMA world? Because he's a pretty savage guy.
Yeah, exactly. I'll show you that on the 13th.
There you go, mate. Well, I'll be there. I'm buzzing to watch this. I really am, mate. I appreciate your time, Tariq. We'll have a chat on the day. But have a good day, all right?
Thanks a lot. Take care.
Cheers, pal. Bye-bye.
Bye now.